Hello everyone. I'm going to be reviewing The Carnival of Souls by Melissa Marr today. Right here. Boink. See it? The mask. Fire. Yeah. So I'm going to do like a non-spoiler section and then a spoiler section. It should be like this. Spoiler section and non-spoiler section. So I can review the book if you haven't read it, and then if you haven't read it, you can watch it if you want. I wouldn't recommend it because if you're going to read it, then I'm going to ruin everything for you and all the suspense. And my camera's being weird, so I apologize. This book is about this other world of demons, I don't really know how to pronounce it, and I'm really sorry about that, Melissa Marr. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah, so my camera is just pissing me off today. Look at this. I'm just gonna ignore it. Anyway, yeah, and it's like another world, and Melissa Marr did other books about like fairies, not like Pretty Little Tra-la-la-la, Tinkerbell type fairies. It's more Shakespeare and kind of fairies, like Midsummer's Night Dream kind of fairies. And if you don't know that, then go look it up. But anyway, and they're a lot more dangerous. And I thought this book was going to be like that, and I thought it was going to focus on a love triangle like it was in the book in Wicked Lovely, because there is a love triangle. But I was pleasantly surprised, actually. It was very different. There's a couple love stories, but they're less defined, I guess. They're not as much a part of the story. They're not like the main focus. Oh, my camera! And yeah, so very good book. It's based on demons, whatever they are, in this other world and the human world. And demons had expelled witches from their city like thousands of years ago, and so witches live in the human world. And this girl, Mallory, she's a demon, and that's not really a spoiler. You'll know right when you first read it. When she's a baby, she gets taken to the human world to be trained and grown up by a witch, and so that's her story. And then there's two other actual other demons that live in the world, in the city, and they're in the Carnival of Souls. And the Carnival of Souls is a place where pleasure and murder can be sold, basically. So you can find assassins or prostitutes, basically. And but also they host a kind of games kind of thing where people fight to the death to get up in ranks with other people, and then when they're at the top, they can when they're up in the ranks, they can become an upper class. And there's a huge caste system, class system in this world, and it's very strict. You can't move up classes very easily unless you win the games. And then the lowest level can become a ruler. But that is the only way. It is so strict and whatnot. So there's that. And yeah, this book was very good. It kept me on my toes. There was parts that I'm just like, I was not expecting that. What the hell did you just do? Or whatever. And it's again, it's not based on the love story. There is a love story if you can't read books without love stories, like some of my friends. but there is love stories in there, but it's not based on it, and that I really, really like that about this book, because I've been reading a lot of teen books that are like all about the love triangle and blah blah blah, and it's just kind of gotten annoying. So it's been great. So yeah. Okay, now I'm doing the spoiler section over here. Spoilers. Get out of this video. X over here for Macs, PCs over here. You know, click out if you don't want to see spoilers. Spoilers. When Caleb married... Okay, so I'm actually going to start with... Hold on, I forgot how to pronounce her name. Aya? Yeah. When Aya had a lot of surprises about her that you find out in this book. When she kills her boyfriend, fiance, ex-fiance, I was shocked. I was like, I know she was going around all day saying she was gonna kill her fiance and whatever, but I didn't believe it. I'm like, how could you kill your fiance? Something's gonna happen. Someone's gonna forfeit, or some, godly power's gonna, one of the game people are gonna come in and be like, no, you can't do that, or something. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I was so shocked when she did that, and I was freaking out. And actually, you actually think he actually dies. And yeah, she had a lot of surprises about her. I really liked her as a character. She was one of my favorite characters in the book. She was so dynamic, and she wasn't a good guy, She did all this stuff because she wants power, because she's a witch, and it's in her nature, and that makes a whole lot of sense. And she, in this context of the book, not all witches just want power. I don't want all power. But yeah, she was I loved her so much. She wasn't a villain, but she wasn't a good guy, so she was kind of an anti-hero. She was kind of like Batman in a way, but Batman's awesome, so I don't know what I'm talking about. She really, really surprised me with some of the stuff, and when I found out she had a secret, and I didn't know what secret that was, yeah, I was so freaking out. I'm like, why can't she have kids? What is this? And, whatever. And then when I found out she was a witch and everything was connected, and I'm like, oh, everything's connected. Because for a while I'm like, why is she a part of the story? Because she's kind of just there. There's no connection between her and the other characters, really, until, she got in a blood pact with Caleb, when he's her protector now. I figured that was, that was what her connection was going to be, but then she was way more connected than I thought, by being, the daughter of the head witch in the human world, and that was crazy, I tell you, crazy. She was my favorite character, actually, in the whole book. Mallory, I don't know, she didn't have as much character development, I guess. She kind of just was there. She didn't have much going on in her life, it was just go to school, kill, move. That was it. Mom left. That was it. She didn't have a lot of depth to her. She didn't have a lot of things. If she had remembered all the times she had fought with demons, whatever, because her dad kind of manipulated her and kind of made those memories go away, she would be a totally different person. But she was just so compliant the whole time. I'm just like, Do you know what he is doing to you? Get it in your head. Your father is manipulating you. He is spelling you. He is drugging you. And sure, he loves you. It's true. But he's still doing all that to you and hiding who you truly are. And like, I did the whole book. I was just like, oh my god, just figure it out. Dang it. She finally did. I'm like, good. Good, you finally figured it out. And she wasn't freaked out much. She's like, okay, I'm Damon. Let's go find my dad. Yeah, so that's kind of what she was like. My camera is just being obnoxious. So yeah, Mallory didn't have much to her. You know, you didn't even know what was in her room until Caleb came along, and Caleb kind of learned more about her than she told us, I guess, about her. So yeah, I didn't really like Mallory as much. Caleb, there's a love-hate relationship for me with Caleb. Caleb is you know, he's a Damon, and he loves Zeb, not Zeb. What's his pack mate's name here? Zevi. Sorry, it's Zevi. You know, he loves Zevi and he wants to take care of him, and it's so sweet and so nice, and he's such an awesome guy. But at the same time, you know, he is a Damon, and I'm not used to that culture because, well, it doesn't exist that I know of. And so, you know, just killing for a living, you know, it's just odd to me, I guess, and how Zevi puts himself up for prostitution. I just felt bad for him, but I'll go into Zevi later. Yeah, Caleb, love-hate relationship. I love how he, you know, likes Mallory and wants to be with her whole life, whatever. But he goes and gets married to her without her knowing. I don't know if I could handle that. Yeah, he loves her, yippee, he's gonna make her fall in love with her, woohoo! But I just don't, I don't know, how could you, I couldn't do, if I found out this guy had married me without my knowing, and I was married to him, and I barely know him, I would tend to freak out and want a divorce immediately. It was kind of a jerk move. And you know, some people say after they read this book, they're like, oh, it's so sweet that he got married to her to protect her. And I'm just like, no, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. Even if we're supposed to be packmates and they're together forever and whatever. I would not want to be married behind my back where he consummates the marriage with another girl in front of your father, basically. It's just nasty. I wouldn't, no. So, moving on. Zevi is adorably cute. I love Zevi. He's like the cute character in the book, and you just want to be, oh, Zevi, poor Zevi, all the time. Because, seriously, poor Zevi. He has to take care of Caleb, this jerk who's going out, fighting, dying almost every time, and he has to patch him back up. That's going to be so hard. Not physically, but more emotionally. To have basically your brother go out every day and get hurt to the point where you have to patch him up because you can't go to the hospital. It's like, that would just be so hard. I don't know if I could be emotionally there, but, you know, he is, and, you know, he was born in the wild, so he's kind of got it together. But I think Zevi's really cute, and personally, I think that he's gonna find a girl in the next book. They're gonna fall in love. But one may never know. I don't know. I don't know if the book's out or not. Yeah, I'll have to look that up at some point. So yeah, those are the characters. Mallory's dad. I forgot his name. I'm sorry. Hold on. Adam. Adam is her father's name. The witch. He's cool, you know. He's there. I don't personally like him very much because he's manipulating, you know, drugging, spelling his daughter without her knowing, because he wants her to stay around, and, you know, he loves her. I agree with that he does love her, but he needs to back off and let her have her own life. If I found out that one of my parents was drugging me, I don't know if I would ever want to speak to them again. I don't know, you know, it'd just be weird, but she'll probably forgive her dad. I mean, she's going to go save him, go kill some demons with a gun for him, so, even after she found out, so, yeah, I guess she doesn't mind very much. So yeah, Adam, kind of just there, I guess. Adam's sister, the head witch, sorry, I can't remember her name right now, let me see if I can, Evelyn is a little power crazy, just a little bit, but I like that. In a way, I guess, I don't know, I like that she's herself, and she kind of admits it to everybody. She's like, yeah, I'm power hungry, whatever, it's cool. I don't like her because she's, you know, she's so mean to everybody, and her daughter even, and her brother, you know, she just has this huge hard shell that, you know, I don't know, I think there's something underneath that is going to come out at some point, and that's going to be scary. Yeah, but, personally, I don't really like her much, but I like her as a character. She's a good, well done character. So anyway, all in all, I loved this book. It was very good. It was very fast paced. I couldn't put it down, which I haven't done with the book for a couple months because of school and stuff, but it was really good. It was violent at times and very, very different from a lot of books I read. I was not expecting it to go kind of the ways it went. So yeah, that's Carnival of Souls, and hopefully I'll be doing another book review soon. I've been reading some books lately, so I'll be reviewing those, and on Tuesdays, that's my designated book days, Tuesdays, and I haven't really figured out a schedule for anything else yet, but I'm hoping I'll figure that out, so maybe I'll do an update video on that at some point. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.